Hi friends, in this video let us discuss a problem related to Fourier series expansion. We need to find the Fourier series expansion of a half wave rectified sine wave. First of all, let us write the equation for this half wave rectified sine wave. Consider the period from 0 to 2 pi. If you observe the period from 0 to 2 pi, you can observe two types of intervals. One is 0 to pi and the other is pi to 2 pi. One thing, in between the interval 0 to pi, you can observe a signal, half wave rectified sine wave. And in between the interval pi to 2 pi, there is no signal. Let us write the equation based on this. It is nothing but x of t is equal to a sine omega t. A sine omega t in between the interval 0 less than t less than or equal to pi, and x of t is equal to 0 in between the interval pi and 2 pi. As we already know that the period t is equal to 2 pi. So from this, omega is equal to 2 pi by t. We already know that omega is equal to 2 pi by t, which implies 2 pi by 2 pi, which is nothing but 1. So omega is equal to 1. This can be written as x of t is equal to a sine t in between the interval 0 and pi, and 0 in between the interval pi and 2 pi. This is about the equation. Now we need to find out the Fourier series expansion. For this, we have to know the values of trigonometric coefficients. They are nothing but a0, an and bn. First of all, we need to find out the values of an, a0 and bn. First, let us calculate the value of a0. As we already know that a0 is equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t dt. a0 is equal to 1 by t integral 0 to t x of t dt. If you observe the above equation, here the period 0 to 2 pi is separated as two intervals. They are 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi x of t dt plus pi to 2 pi x of t dt. Why we are writing this in two different ways? Because the signal is not constant throughout the period. It is changing. So that's why we are writing at two different intervals of time. In between the interval pi and 2 pi, the signal x of t is equal to 0. So this term becomes 0. This can be written as 1 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi. X of t is nothing but a sine t. Since omega value is equal to 1, it can be written as a sine t. A sine t dt. A is the constant value, so bring it outside the integral. A by 2 pi. Integral of sine theta is nothing but minus cos theta. So minus cos t in between the limits pi and 0. Take minus outside. Then it can be written as minus a by 2 pi cos pi minus cos 0. Minus a by 2 pi cos pi minus cos 0. Which implies minus a by 2 pi into cos pi is nothing but minus 1. Minus cos 0 is nothing but 1. So minus 1 is minus 2. Minus a into minus 2 by 2 pi. 2 to get cancelled. And minus of minus is plus, so a0 is equal to a by pi. It is very easy to calculate the value of a0. We need to write the formula that is related to a0, and we have to do integration by substituting the given limits, and we have to find the value of a0. For this half wave rectified sine wave, the value of a0 is a by pi. Now we calculated one of the trigonometric coefficients, and we have to calculate two more coefficients. In that, first let us find out an. Now we need to calculate the value of an. The formula for an is nothing but an is equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t cos n omega naught t dt. an is equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t cos n omega naught t dt. We already know the value of t. T is nothing but period. It is equal to 2 pi. 2 by 2 pi into integral 0 to pi x of t is a sin t into cos nt dt. Since omega naught is the fundamental frequency, it is nothing but 2 pi by t. So omega naught value will also become 1. So it can be written as integral 0 to pi a sin t cos nt dt. It is of the form sin a cos b. Formula for sin a cos b is nothing but sin a plus b plus sin a minus b by 2. Integral 0 to pi sin 1 plus n into t plus sin 1 minus n, which is nothing but 1 by 2 sin a plus b plus sin a minus b. Now let us do integration. A by 2 pi integral 0 to pi sin t dt is nothing but minus cos 1 plus n t by 1 plus n. Here also minus cos 1 minus n into t by 1 minus n in between the limits pi and 0. If you take minus common, then minus a by 2 pi cos 1 plus n into pi minus cos 1 plus n into 0 by 1 plus n plus cos 1 minus n into pi minus cos 1 minus n into 0 by 1 minus n. Cos 1 plus n into 0 is nothing but cos 0. Here also cos 1 minus n into 0 is nothing but cos 0. So minus a by 2 pi cos 1 plus n into pi minus cos 0 by 1 plus n plus cos 1 minus n into pi minus cos 0 by 1 minus n. Cos value is not at all same for even values of n and odd values of n. For this, now we have to calculate the cos pi values for both even and odd cases. First, let us consider in case of even. Even. If n is equal to even, then cos of 1 plus n into pi. What are the even values? 2, 4, 6, 8 and so on. Cos of 1 plus n into pi is nothing but minus 1. In the same way, cos of 1 minus n into pi is also equal to minus 1. Now let us see for odd values. If n is equal to odd, then what are the values? 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Then cos of 1 plus n into pi is nothing but 1 and cos of 1 minus n into pi is nothing but 1 for odd values of n. As we already know that for odd values of n, cos 1 plus n pi is also 1, and in the same way cos 1 minus n into pi is also 1. Then an is equal to minus a by 2 pi cos 1 plus n into pi is 1. 1 minus cos 0 is 1 by 1 plus n plus cos 1 minus n into pi is 1. 1 minus cos 0 is 1 by 1 minus n. This value will be 0 and this value will also be 0. Minus a by 2 pi into 0 is nothing but 0. So an is equal to 0 for odd values of n. Now we have to calculate it for even values of n. Let us calculate this for even values. For even values of n, this value will become minus 1 and this value will also become minus 1. So substitute this. An is equal to minus a by 2 pi into, this is minus 1. So minus 1 minus cos 0 is also 1 by 1 plus n plus minus 1 minus 1 by 1 minus n. This can be written as minus a by 2 pi into minus 2 by 1 plus n minus 2 by 1 minus n, minus 2 by 1 plus n minus 2 by 1 minus n. If you take minus 2 common, if you take minus 2 common, minus 2 into minus a by 2 pi is equal to 1 by 1 plus n plus 1 by 1 minus n. Minus into minus is nothing but plus, and 2 to get cancelled, so it can be written as a by pi into 1 minus n plus 1 plus n by 1 minus n square. So this can be written as an is equal to 2a by pi into 1 minus n square, and as an is equal to minus 2a by pi into n square minus 1. Here I have written 1 minus n square. In the same way, it can be written as minus 2a by pi into n square minus 1. So for odd values of n, an is equal to 0, and for even values of an is equal to minus 2a by pi into n square minus 1. Now we have one more coefficient to find out, the last one. It is nothing but bn. Let us find out bn. Bn is equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t sine n omega naught t dt. We already know the value of capital T, which is nothing but 2 pi. 2 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi x of t is nothing but a sine t into sine nt dt. 2 to get cancelled, and if a, since a is a constant, it comes outside of the integral. A by 2 pi integral 0 to pi sine t into sine nt dt. It is of the form sine a sine b. It is of the form sine a sine b, so it can be written as 1 by 2 into cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. A by 2 pi integral 0 to pi cos 1 minus n into t minus cos 1 plus n into t dt. Cos n theta is equal to sin n theta by n. A by 2 pi sin 1 minus n into t by 1 minus n minus sin 1 plus n into t by 1 plus n in between the limits 0 and pi. If you observe one thing, for all values of 0, bn is equal to 0. So this is not acceptable. For this, let us find out the value of bn if n is equal to 1. Consider let n is equal to 1. So b1 is equal to 2 by t integral 0 to t x of t sine omega naught t dt. This can be written as 2 by 2 pi integral 0 to pi x of t is nothing but a sine t into sine t dt. 2 to get cancelled, and it is a by pi integral 0 to pi sine square t dt. Sine b1 is equal to a by pi integral 0 to pi 1 minus cos 2t by 1 minus cos 2t by 2 d2. A by 2 pi integral 1 dt is nothing but t minus cos 2t is sine 2t by 2 in between the limits 0 and pi. Substitute the limits a by 2 pi to pi minus 0 minus sine 2 pi by sine 2 pi minus sine 0. A by 2 pi into pi minus 0 is nothing but pi, and sine 2 pi is 0 and sine 0 is also 0. Pi get cancelled, and b1 is equal to a by 2. b1 of t is equal to a naught plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega naught t plus bn sin n omega naught t. It's nothing but a by pi. In place of bn we have calculated the value of b1, so it is b1 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity an cos n omega naught t. A naught is a by pi and b1 is a by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity. For all odd values of n it is 0, and for all even values of n it is nothing but minus 2a by pi into n square minus 1 into cos nt. Therefore x of t is equal to a by pi plus a by 2 plus sigma n is equal to 1 to infinity minus 2a by pi into n square minus 1 cos nt. This is the Fourier series expansion of a half-wave rectified sine wave. In the next video, let us discuss about the cosine form of representing Fourier series. Thanks for watching the video.